Good evening, Kenton community. My name is Sabatino Samato. I'm your superintendent, and this is your weekly connection update. Let's have a quick overview of the connection. First, we have the update from me. I have 3 short pieces there. We'll talk about those in a moment. Then, of course, we go into our safety tips for families. We have our school and district highlights. We finish it off with our recognition. Let's get into it. So first, in my section, you're going to see some components that I just reviewed at this previous board meeting this past Tuesday evening, and that's the proposed capital project phase 4 adjusting for inflation. Let me start this way. The great news is this will have 0 impact on our taxpayers. No new taxes because of this. We actually have a capital reserve. Reserves, the way that they work, you can only spend reserves on certain things. A capital reserve, you can only spend it on capital improvement. We know how hard our district has been hit, as many other districts, by inflation. It really had a severe impact on our capital project. There were items that had to be removed. This enables us to put some of those items back. I really encourage you to check out that section. Really great work that's coming in phase 3 and phase 4. Looking for your support. Thank you very much to all of our public. Then we go into Wellness Week, and next week here in Kenton is Wellness Week. It runs Monday, March 18th through Friday, March 22nd. We have a diagram there that talks about everything that will be happening on each of our days of the week next week. Folks, this should be a focus for all of us. I know I've been focusing on it myself with the help of some of my friends and colleagues, and it is a struggle, but the more that we could take care of ourselves, the better we will be, not only individually, but as a community. Check out that section. Celebrating Women's History Month. Last week we celebrated Sarah Lovejoy, and now we're celebrating somebody that very much shared in a very similar story to Sarah Lovejoy, Miss Margaret St. John. You could read about her story traveling back in time all the way to the time of the War of 1812. Read about her importance and what she meant to our community. Thank you very much learning about Miss Margaret St. John. Then we get into our safety tips for families. And folks, we really focus on next week is National Poison Prevention Week. Some things that I'm sure we know, but things that we take for granted, like making sure our little ones don't have access to any of those poisonous, whether it's cleaners in the house, medications. Check out that section for a really nice reminder. Then our school and district highlights. Kenmore West Girls Leadership Academy mentors Hoover Elementary students. 125 students earn a place in selective all-county ensembles. Kenmore East and Kenmore West students take part in the 2nd Environmental Ambassador Summit. Athletics Department highlights winter sports accomplishments. Franklin Middle students record weather conditions for NASA program. Lindbergh celebrates Love of Literacy Week with author visit, guest readers, and more. Edison Elementary students collaborate on amazing, colorful mural. And finally, Lindbergh Elementary students spread kindness throughout the community. And that brings us to the recognition. And speaking of kindness, when I think of kindness, I think of this educator in our district, Miss Nancy Prey. That is who we're recognizing this week. We recognize Kenmore East business teacher and career academies coordinator, Nancy Prey, who has been awarded the Niagara Frontier Industry Education Council, or NIFIC, Commitment to Education Award. And folks, Nancy Prey is really one of the leads of our career tech ed department, really helping us not only with programming, but always coming up with great ideas for the kids. The Prey family is just known for their dedication to this community and to our children. Nancy Prey is second to none. Take a look at that section and read up about just a wonderful, wonderful person and a wonderfully dedicated educator. And that brings us to the end of the connection for this week. And ladies and gentlemen, something to say, I think some cold is coming back into our forecast for next week. There's some snow predicted. Kids, don't start emailing me about the snow days quite yet, but let's make sure that we're dressing appropriately for the cold weather. And really, though, it is promising that we know spring is right around the corner, but spring reminds me of that we have to finish our year strongly. Together, we are Kenton strong. Together, we are Kenton proud. Together, we'll move all of our kiddos and our Kenton community forward. Thank you very much and have a wonderful weekend.